Hello everyone and welcome back to Unicast-Administrators. Today we are going to talk about how you can set up a 5 seconds or 10 seconds delay for your servers inside VMware Workstation Pro 17 for personal use when they are booting. And the reason why you would want to do that is that you want to see which buttons you have to press in order to enter the BIOS menu or to open up your boot menu or uh, to press a specific button to jump into the networking boot via Pixie straight ahead. And to better understand exactly what I'm talking about, I am going to illustrate an example using my server2.example.com server. So I will power it on and you will see that immediately it will jump straight into the grub menu. And as you can see here, I only have 4 seconds to decide on which kernel version to boot, if it should be this one or the previous kernel version, or to go into an advanced mode where I can tweak a few settings in order to boot my kernel into specific um, environments like the default target or emergency target or something like that. But this is not what I want. What I want is that whenever I power on one of these servers, I want to have a 5-second delay or a 10-second delay before I see the grab menu. And I want that to see just to be able to have the chance to boot in BIOS or to open up the boot menu. So in order to get that done, what you'll have to do is to right click on your server first and foremost, make sure it's powered off. I'll just simply power it off without shutting it down gracefully because I don't have any data that I might lose now. So first and foremost, shut down your server or power it off, whichever you prefer. Go with shutdown gracefully to make sure that you don't lose any data. Then from the VMware Workstation menu, right click on your server, go in settings, which is on the bottom here. Then you need to look and locate the directory or the folder where your virtual server's disks, vmdx files are saved. And to do that, you just go on options on the other tab. Make sure that you have general selected here from the settings window, and then you have working directory. And here it's your working directory where you have installed the vmdk disk. Click you make sure that you copy this location or just open up a new explorer and just navigate to that location. So for example, I am already here where I have all of my servers installed. So I'll just go on server2.example.com. And here you need to look for a file with the .vmx extension. If you have too many things here, you can just simply search for it. So you place here .vmx, hit enter, and you'll have this log file, this .vmxf, which we will ignore. The doclog file is for my snapshot, and I believe that .vmxf it's also something related to my snapshot. So we only need this particular file that ends in the simple extension vmx.vmx. Right click on it, open it in Notepad or Notepad++ or whichever editor you want to use. And here you can set up different options or tweak different options to your liking. We will leave everything as it is by default, but I'll just go a bit below, or actually at the end, and here we will add the word BIOS.boot in lowercase, and then the word delay with a capital D at the beginning for Delta. So it's BIOS.boot delay, press a space, enter the equal sign, a space again, and inside quotes, just type in the amount of seconds that you want to have your delay. I will type in 10,000 because in VMware, a second it's actually calculated in milliseconds, and since a second it's 1000 milliseconds, I want 10 seconds as a delay, which is also the maximum, by the way. So I will add here 10,000. Make sure you save this. So either use Ctrl S to save or just click here on File, Save. Then as soon as I will power on my server again, which is server 2, you will notice that now it has a delay of 10 seconds, which will allow me to have enough time to see which buttons I have to press in order to go into the BIOS and so on. And that would be one example. Another one, for example, depending on your operating systems and so on, you'll see that for server 2, it started with a delay, but it did not show me anything. I made the same change for my server 4, so let me just go back there and show you that as well. We open the .vmx file with a notepad, and if we go at the bottom of this one, we should have somewhere that particular option. If not, we can add it again for my server. So it will be bios dot boot delay equal sign 10,000 for 10 seconds. Make sure you save this, and now you'll see that when I power on my server 4, it will tell me that I have one. Oh, it's already defined. So I have an error there. Let's see where it's already defined. Let's open this up again. And so go inside Notepad++ again, or just Notepad, whichever you prefer. Oh yes, and here it is. I already had it set up. So because I already had it there, it does not allow me to add it a second time. Let me remove that. Let me save, and now you will see that whenever I power on my server 4, I will have a 10 seconds delay, and as you can see, it even shows it here. And now I can decide if I should press F2 for setup, F12 for network boot, or escape for boot. And now after 10 seconds have passed, it prompts me with the grab menu where I can cancel the automation loading and just go here and do things separately. So as you notice, you can set up your boot delay for different operating systems, but not all of them show the exact menu. So here for Red Hat, it doesn't actually show you which button to press, but if you press escape upon the boot load, you are prompted with the boot manager and you can choose your options. And if I remember correctly, we'll have to reset the system, but if I remember correctly, if you press delete, or what was that key combination? I think it was F11 to bring up your BIOS menu. It was different. It doesn't show it. Let's see. Enter setup, configure screen. No, it's not this one. Configure drivers, boot from a file, configure boot options. Currently, these are all the settings that we can have. Let's reset the system again and press F12. Nothing happens. So apparently this is the only menu that appears inside VMware Workstation Pro 17 for Red Hat 9 system, where you can still set up your boot options. If you go in configure, if you go in enter setup and then configure boot options, and then you add a boot option, or you just work with what you already have, boot from a file, and you just find your disk. You also have EFI network here, so you can initiate it directly from here. If you already have an ISO file loaded, you can just go with this option for SATA CD-ROM drive. And if I hit enter, you will see that now I'm prompted to boot directly from my ISO file. But we achieved our goal. We have been able to force VMware to boot our servers with a 10 seconds delay during the post process, which is the post operating system testing or something like that. I believe that that was. So again, as you can see here now for my server 4, which is a SUSE 12, now I have a 10 seconds delay, and it shows me specifically which options to press in order to open up different menus. So pretty much this was it, guys. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch my video. If you liked it, then please consider leaving a comment down below and clicking on the like button, and why not subscribe to my channel so you can get notified for all of the videos that I will post in the future. Thank you again for watching my video. I wish you a great day and all the best, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Cheers!